I'm John Farr from Handyman Manifesto, and I have a few success tips for the handyman. So if you're ready, let's begin. All right, did you ever notice that some handymen are always busy servicing clients, always have a nice clean work truck, have the proper tools for the job, charge way more money than other contractors, and are always getting referrals? And have you also noticed that other handymen are not that busy, do not know how to accurately price work, do not have the right tools, and struggle to make ends meet? So what's the difference between the two? Is it trade skill? Not usually. Finances? Not usually. Lack of opportunity? Not likely. The answer is soft skills. All the things outside the actual work that add to a positive overall experience. Now here's the rub. These soft skills are simple. Anyone can use them. The answers are in this book, Handyman Manifesto. So there's a lot of things that the pros, the guys that get the work, the guys that have the nice truck, the guys that have the referral business, they understand each client's mission. They understand the importance of sales. They know how to price work professionally. They know how to communicate with the clients. They know how to build trust with clients and vendors, and much, much more. So let's look at trust. 2 chapters in the book are dedicated to trust. It is that important. So you see, most homeowners will give you one shot. Your ability to build trust is the factor in them calling you back. All right, so how do you build trust? It's a lot, don't let the graph fool you. It's a lot easier than it seems, okay? So you start small. And here it is. Here's the secret. You keep all agreements. You see, this is very important. If I said I'll call you tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and then I don't call you tomorrow at 2 o'clock, what does that tell you? It tells you that I'm not very reliable, that I don't keep my agreements. Now, if I called you at 2 o'clock tomorrow, you would think, wow, this John Farr guy's right on target, man. He said he called me at 2, and at 2 o'clock, he called me. He really honored his agreement and honored my time. And so, for handymen, keep all the agreements, and to the left here, show up on the time you agreed to. It's probably one of the number one complaints is you got to show up on time. If you cannot make the time, let them know as soon as possible. So people understand things happen. I get it. Things happen. Well, if you knew you weren't going to be here at 8 o'clock and you showed up at 10, and you knew at 8 o'clock or 7:30 that you weren't going to show up at 8, you should, why not call me? We all have phones, so there's really no reason. And that's the thing nowadays. There's really no reason not to communicate. Unless, something happened and then, you got in an accident or, whatever. Something, out of the ordinary happened, and everyone would understand that. But see, if something came up, you had to go pick up material, take your kid to daycare, anything. Just let them know. Hey, Mrs. Smith, I won't be able to be there at 8 o'clock as promised. I can be there at 10 o'clock. Will that still work for you? Bingo, done. And you're going to answer probably pretty quick. And, so that's really an effective way to build trust. Keep the agreement of your time. Because your time is also your client's time. Okay? So they have to be there for most jobs, to, get you started. So now the second point here is do the work you agree to do. And do not make any assumptions. If something is unclear, ask for clarifications, right? And so, let's say you're painting stairs and there's a landing. Are you painting the landing or are you just painting the stairs? You might want to find, If it's not a big deal, you don't need that much more money for it or something. It's just a small landing. But ask, hey, I said we're going to do the stairs. Do you want the landing done? Because what if you painted the landing and they're like, I didn't want the landing painted, or something, even something like maybe you're doing some work outside and you need water. Well, some people have a couple hose spigots around the house. Maybe they want you to use a certain one. So don't just assume you're going to use, that. And, another thing is debris. Don't assume that you're going to use their trash cans for debris or anything like that, If it's not clear, ask, hey, is it okay if I bag up my trash and put it behind your house? Great idea. And take responsibility for the project and complete it as soon as possible, man, right? I mean, how huge is that? Completing it as soon as possible. And if something comes up, communicate when you will be able to complete it, and then honor that agreement. And probably one of my favorites is keep the work area clean. This goes a long way to creating a happy, trusting homeowner. There's just something about clean. You're working in someone's house. It's where they live. It's their sanctuary. It's their home. It's where they go to escape the world, right? Keep the area clean. That alone will probably get you a lot of repeat business, okay? So, big idea. These are some ways to build trust, and it starts small. And really the number one way is keep all agreements. We gave you some examples, but keep all agreements. It's very important. All right, if you're wanting to expand your business, increase business through soft skills. That's what Handyman Manifesto is all about. So picture a square box and then picture a circle around it. Doing the work is the square box. Now the area between the circle and the square box is the soft skills, right? The square box, let the square box represent the skills itself. Say you're changing a window, whatever your skill is, doing floors. It's the areas between the circle and the box that are the soft skills. Quoting the work, scheduling the work, picking up the materials, communication, all the different things that have to go on, collecting the money. And so just remember, trust is a vital key to repeat business. It just is. And the book goes into depth about trust. So there's this whole thing about confidence, right? If you think about trust, it's really confidence. All decisions anyone makes is based on confidence. And so there's two factors of that. There's trust and there's control. So when you have high confidence, you have high trust. When you have low confidence, you have low trust. And the way to get around low trust is control. And so in our modern world, high trust, which is high confidence, equals low complexity, right? It's simple. High trust equals low complexity. And so this is the key to this, is that people want simplicity. I don't want complex. Listen, you're coming to do some work at my house. I don't want it complex, man. I got enough complex stuff going on. So that's why trust is so important, because trust lowers complexity. Now, if I can't trust you, and for some reason I hire you, now I got to be there. I got to be walking all around you. I got to be watching what you're doing. And guess what? I'm not going to sign up for that again. I'm just not going to do it. And so you're not going to get the repeat business. But if I trust you, Yahtzee, you're in. It's so key to creating repeat business and referral work. And so communication, etiquette, sales, safety, etc. It's all in the book. If you need help with this, help is here, a few clicks away. Handyman Manifesto, available at Amazon.com. And you can visit us at www.handymanmanifesto.com. I'm John Farr, and I wish you all the best with your business. Take care.